Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know it's been a long time ever since I done like a life update, get ready with me, like y'all ask me questions type of video, but I decided to make one because I've just been slacking on YouTube. I feel like I don't talk to y'all as much as I used to. I feel like I just been to myself a lot. Like I have not been sharing my life with you guys as much as I want to. So this is what this video is for. I just wanted to update y'all on my life, what I've been doing, how I've been, because a lot has happened ever since the last time that I made like a life update kind of video. So we're gonna be getting ready. I already did my eyebrows and I prepped all of that good stuff. I told you on Instagram to ask me questions. The first question, I feel like it's the question like most obvious answer that I feel like everybody knows already, but I am not in a relationship anymore. Me and my ex did break up. Me and Julian, we broke up in March 25th. A lot happened on social media, as many of y'all know. I will answer some questions about that if I see any, but as of right now I am currently single. I'm not talking to anyone. I am just living life. But yeah, that was the first question. Relationship status: I am single, not talking to anyone, not available, leave me alone, thanks. So the next question says, what was for you the hardest part in moving on? So I feel like for me the hardest part was like actually separating from him. I feel like, as many of y'all know, we did used to live together in an apartment. We were already living in our second apartment. I feel like that for me was the hardest part because I got so used to living with someone or living with him. I got so used to him. Just like, I was just talking to my best friend about this the other day, but I was like, the hardest part for me is that I'm alone now. Like I have to learn to like be alone all the time because obviously like we're broken up and now I live alone. And I probably answered a question about this already, but yes, I do live alone now. He was part of my daily routine. I used to wake up to him, go to sleep to him. If I was hungry, he was there. If I wanted to cry, he was there. If I needed to use the restroom, he was there. Like, you know what I mean? He was just there all the time. We were together 24/7, and then all of a sudden it changes, you know, like in one day we're not together anymore, and you know, it was just hard. And it still is hard to this day because I feel like I chose the wrong path to healing, and I'll get more into that later. I feel like now I kind of have to restart the whole process of like basically healing. I keep saying it, but I basically have to like restart because I was not doing it in the way that I wanted it to. It's just feeling alone and just being used to being alone because I shared my life with him for so long. And yeah, I feel like that's the hardest part when it comes to me moving on. Another question that a lot of people also ask me on Instagram live all the time, and I kind of get pissed about it because people just say that I gave Milo away. But this question says, how's Milo and how are you doing? Milo, he is more than okay. Milo actually lives with my mom now because when I was moving into this apartment, I left Milo with my mom for like about a week because the whole process of me moving took like about a week. Whenever I brought him for the first time, he started crying. Like in the night we would go to sleep, he would cry. In the morning he would cry. Like he would just cry all the time. And I just think it's because he got so used to my mom's house. So my mom told me, she was like, just let him live with me, you know. He'll always be your dog, but he's gonna be living with me because obviously he's more comfortable with my mom. But that is a question I get pretty often on my Instagram lives, is people asking me, where's Milo? A lot of people thought I gave him away, and other people were thinking that he was dead. Like, why would you even say that, you know? Okay, so I'm gonna answer two questions. First one says, how are you dealing with your breakup? Second says, how are you doing mentally? Y'all gotta stay hydrated. So as I mentioned earlier, when I told y'all that I was not dealing with my breakup the way that I wanted it to, like I chose the wrong path when it came to healing. What I mean by that is, if you follow me on Instagram, you might know that I'm always out. I'm always at the club. I'm always out. Like, I'm never in my apartment. Literally, I just come to my apartment, or I used to come to my apartment just to sleep, get ready, and that's it. Like, I wouldn't even eat here. And that's what I mean by I chose the wrong path. And obviously, if you're at a club, you're obviously gonna drink. So every time that I was out, I would always drink. I would always be drunk, or not even drunk necessarily, but I was not sober. At least for me, that's not the way that I wanted to deal with my breakup. I just used to drink to not think about my relationship and how it was really affecting me in real life, to avoid my emotions. And that's not something that you want to do freshly out of a relationship, because you want to deal with your breakup sober. I just feel like your emotions are real. You get to process things more. And I don't know, I just think that I just chose the wrong path. And now I'm kind of like restarting my whole like healing process, because I just decided a few days ago that I was not gonna drink anymore, and I was gonna stop going out for a little while, because that's all I've been doing ever since the breakup. I'm telling y'all, we broke up March 25th. It is July 5th. So ever since then up until now, I've only been going out, only been drinking literally every day of the week, even on weekdays, not just the weekends, on the weekdays too. And I just feel like that's not a way of healing properly. I just think the way to heal is sober, and actually like changing and being better for yourself, and just reflecting, and you know, just becoming a better version of yourself. And that's not something that I was doing. I was instead like becoming someone that I didn't even recognize. Like I said, I was just doing it to kind of avoid my emotions and avoid just feeling sad all the time, because I hated being sober and I hated facing my emotions sober. So I would just drink my feelings away basically. And mentally, I feel like I've been struggling mentally, to be honest, because like I said, I just been avoiding my emotions for so long, for months now. And now that I'm like facing reality and like being actually sober, and you know, just facing having to deal with my breakup sober kind of sucks, because it was just a distraction. Like, me going out was just a distraction, and I just didn't want to face reality, and that's what I'm doing now. That has taken a toll on my mental state. I feel like I've been kind of just being sad. I kind of just feel empty all the time. I feel alone all the time, but it's part of the healing process, you know. Getting over a breakup is never easy. I'm glad that I chose to be sober now, because it just kind of means that I'm, you know, progressing in a way. I have realized that I did have a problem with like going out and drinking all the time. It's not the lifestyle that I want to pick up. That's not the image of myself that I want to put out there. So the next question says, did you move in by yourself? Yes, I do live by myself now. I live in an apartment by myself. Like the first week of May, I moved into my apartment. A lot of people ask me if like it was easy to get the apartment, and actually I've said this in a live before, but it is freaking easy to get an apartment. Like I was telling the live on TikTok, if you don't follow me on TikTok, it's Rosa Elizabeth. But I was telling my TikTok live that if I knew getting an apartment was that easy, I would have done it much sooner. But I was just super scared of like getting rejected, or just like the big, like entering the adult life, I guess you could say. Even though I didn't live with my mom anymore for so long, like my boyfriend, not my boyfriend, my ex, he used to kind of like do all the like grown-up stuff. So I was kind of scared of like getting an apartment by myself, but it was super easy. It was super fast. I literally submitted my application on a Wednesday, got approved on Thursday, was already I went to go get my deposit on Friday, and then I was moving by like Saturday, Sunday, and like the rest of like the next week. Next question says, are you and Julian still on talking terms? Me and Julian are. Me and Julian were friends before we started to actually date. I feel like that kind of made us last a little longer because we had already like a friendship bond before we had a relationship bond. And I just feel like that's super important in a relationship. Because of that reason, I feel like we'll always have like a connection because we know that we can be friends. This next topic is going to be about something that I haven't mentioned too much on social media, so this would be like the first time that I'm like explaining it to y'all. I made a comment on my TikTok comments about me getting in a car accident, and someone asked me, someone said talk about the car crash. I did get in a really bad car crash, and I was not the one driving, it was my car. I got hit pretty bad in the head. So today is Wednesday. It happened on Monday morning. I am gonna get my car fixed through insurance because I have full coverage. But the crash itself was pretty bad. It could have ended way worse than it did. I feel like this car crash kind of made me realize that there's more to life than what I've been living. I am okay now. The only thing that hurts is just like my neck on this side. I maybe got a concussion, but because my head does hurt sometimes, but for the most part, like, I am good. Nothing else hurts, but I do want to like reconnect with God. I feel like I kind of stopped talking to God for a long time, and maybe that's why my life kind of went downhill. Oh, my makeup looks so crazy on camera, but I promise it's not. Okay, came back with my nose contour. It looks a little crazy because I'm baking, but let's move on to the next question. I feel like I answered the most like important like life update questions. Another one that you guys have asked me a lot, I don't know if that video will be posted before this one, maybe it will, but I have been slacking on YouTube because my editor has not gave me my videos back, and one of them that y'all have been waiting for is the apartment tour. I did an apartment tour when it was still empty, and I'll probably do another one because I have like everything furnished now. But the one that's like the empty apartment tour is probably gonna be before this one. I'm sorry it took so long. My editor was not giving me my video back. He was just slacking too. My mochas are acting up. They have not been acting up all day. Like the second that I want to record, they want to like be all coming out and shit. Okay, someone said, when do you think you date again? Honestly, dating is not on my mind right now at all. I feel like I just don't want to go through that process again. And it's not even about like the breakup. It's about just starting over with someone new. To me, just feels like I don't ever want to do that again. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's a waste of time. I don't want anyone to get to know me the way that my ex knew me. I just don't feel like starting over with someone new, if that makes sense. Like, I just rather not date for a while. Like, I don't, no. So it might take me probably, it could take months, years, I don't fucking know, but that's not on my mind right now. Let me finish my makeup and come back. Alright guys, so this is the final like look. I'm gonna come back and show y'all like when I'm officially done, because I feel like it's not like a good ready with me unless I show y'all like what I'm gonna wear and shit. I'm gonna go eat, by the way. So this is the makeup. I'm about to go do my hair and then I'm gonna change and then I'll come back.